What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Randy with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you another fantastic Age of Empires mobile video for you today. In today's video, we'll be talking about the Marshal Cavalry combination that I have on the screen before me. This is different than the tutorial cavalry recommended marches. If you go and you click the tutorial book up here and you go look at some of the marches that they're recommending, they are showing not this march. They are actually showing another march that I did test, another Marshal Cavalry setup here that I did test on Friday extensively, and I found it to be dramatically underperforming, not very effective, and I have made some updates to the recommended tutorial lineup with the lineup I now am running today. So get excited. Here we go. All right, so first off, we are using Tariq, Bushra, and Yi, okay? And you can substitute one of these heroes for the purple hero, Axel. Axel is also a tremendous player, okay? He has a lot of great skills, and for a purple hero, he is one of the stronger purple heroes out here. He also fits the Cavalry Marshal setup if you don't have any one of these three heroes, okay? The tutorial recommends that you mix Sejong the Great into this build. I do not like Sejong the Great mixed into this build. Like I said, I tested it extensively, and I found that the Tariq, Bushra, Yi selection performs by far the best, and it gives the most support for my setup. The important thing to know about this Cavalry Marshal build is that it is not a standalone build. You are not going to go into the Apex arena and 1 versus 1 and win a bunch of fights. You're not going to go into the world map by yourself and win a bunch of fights. This is a support-based army, okay? This army provides tremendous value for your surrounding armies by putting Tariq as the commander. With Tariq as the commander, his rage skill, the Sword of Sage, is going to give you and the troops that are surrounding you, the allied formations nearby, a big damage boost, okay? For 12 seconds. I can't stress this enough. This is a massive damage bonus. It's not for 3 seconds like a lot of heroes. It is a 12-second long damage bonus, which is why we have Tariq in the lead. Okay? Tariq's signature skill also gives a little bit of damage, okay, for his other skills, but most importantly, he boosts the activation chance of his secondary skills even further, and from there, we go over to using the Roar of Victory, which is a legendary skill that does half-decent damage and it restores rage for your march. So now we're doing a couple things. Now we're boosting the rage restoration of Tariq's Sword of Sage so we can activate this skill more frequently and have higher uptime of this amazing damage bonus, okay? We're also dealing a little bit of damage. And then the fourth skill we'll be using here is the Act of Mercy. This is going to just be a big damage dealer. It'll do decent damage. The damage will go up as the target loses its HP. It's a strong skill. But the Roar of Victory is tremendously powerful, but only a 20% activation chance, which is great that the Desert Iron Riders provides higher activation chance for the secondary skills, okay? So now at level 24, it's not even fully leveled because I need more. I have skill points, but I need to put more skill points in here. At level 24, it had 7% activation, so I'm at 27% activation on this and 32% activation on Act of Mercy, okay? So we'll have decent uptime on Sword of Sage. The reason why we have Bushra in this march, excuse me, I'm getting a little bit sick today, is because Bushra is going to provide fantastic healing opportunities for your march. If you put her as the commander, she has an incredibly powerful damage mitigation. If you put this in, you will basically still benefit from Tariq's rage generation for more frequent rage skills from Bushra, but you will, instead of boosting your surrounding armies' damage output, you will be reducing the damage that you take with this march. So there's two options here. I did put Bushra as the commander for a little while. It wasn't too bad. The only problem is several of these heroes have talent points that give bonuses to commander damage, and obviously Bushra is not doing much damage, okay? Her signature skill is an incredible heal and a disarm every 9 seconds here, right? A chance to disarm the enemy, which means that they do tremendously less damage with no normal attacks for 3 seconds. Okay, we have just some straight up recovery here in the tenacity skill, and we are using Darkness Strike here in order to debuff the enemy. This is a charging state skill. We could also adjust this and get more healing if we wanted, right? Using one of the purple skills. I apologize here, okay, for healing. You can also use Peaceful Haven to reduce the damage that your formation takes. But I found this formation needed a little bit more damage mixed in. So we added a little bit more damage. We also are debuffing the enemy's healing, which is great. They're going to do much less healing when this skill does trigger. Okay? And finally, the third hero in this march is Yi Song-gi. Okay? Yi Song-gi is a great damage dealer. You may be tempted to put him as commander in this army so you can benefit from his raid skill, Wild Shot, which is a very powerful raid skill that also debuffs the enemy. This is a good skill. I did put him as commander. I've tried all three of these heroes as commander. And like I said, this build, because you're running two semi-support heroes, both Tariq and Bushra have semi-support skills or pure support skills in Bushra's case, you don't get enough damage output to make this a damage-dealing march against people who are of the same power. You will find your damage significantly lacking, and unfortunately, because Yi Song-gi is really the only large damage dealer in this setup. The other heroes are more triggering their activation skills for the benefits that they give. Therefore, you could put Yi Song-gi as commander, you could do half-decent damage, but it's not going to be enough damage to win a lot of 1v1 encounters, and overall, the point of the build I'm running today is a support build. We've designed a support build to make my Mulan a monster. Okay? So, yes, you could put Yi Song-gi as commander. I have him in third place here. So we are not using Wild Shot. We are still getting Unequaled Valor here, which is going to have a great chance to activate active skills, okay, for 3 seconds. The active skills that we have here are going to be Battle Roar, which is going to be a little bit of damage and a bonus to the hero's might. It has incredible activation chance, which is great. Okay, we also have Bloodthirst here for some more healing. So we have a little bit of healing coming from two different heroes here. We have bonuses coming from multiple heroes. Yi Song-gi is going to deal decent damage, so he'll still be a good addition to the build here. And overall, like I said, if you want to switch more damage in, you can move Yi Song-gi to commander. If you want to make this build more tanky, you just move Bushra to commander. But keep in mind, with Bushra as commander or Tariq as commander, there's almost no damage output coming from these two heroes because their raid skills are not damage skills. So you're going pure support build, which is what I'm doing here, right? I have Tariq as leader right here. Tariq is going to go ahead and give my Mulan setup a disgusting amount of damage bonus. I have put all of my skill points and everything into Mulan. She is getting as maxed out as I can. I'm trying to boost her as much as I can and get her to really be pumping out tons of damage. And getting that, 13% bonus might damage for 12 seconds is a big deal because she does a crazy amount of might damage, okay? So we are trying to boost our Archer March and tank enemy setups with our Cavalry March. That is the goal here with this Marshal Cavalry setup. So, if you guys have enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Again, I did test the tutorial version of this setup, which is listed here as the Quick Wit and Cavalry Yi Song-gi. It does have Yi Song-gi as the commander, but this build performed terribly considering you have a damage-dealing commander in the lead, okay, and two healers, because both of these guys are healers, backing him up. The damage is so low that you don't kill anything, and healing is not good enough in this game to run two healers. That's what I found out, okay? Yes, did I heal like 10, 11,000 troops in the fight? Sure. I dealt no damage. I dealt very little damage. I couldn't get the enemy marches below half HP. Unfortunately, because having two healers here is an interesting idea, but it did not work out well. The only way I do that is if you have Bushra as the captain, as the commander here with her 33% reduced damage taken, rage skills, and other damage mitigation abilities, then maybe you can consider doing something like that. But this Quick Wit Cavalry tutorial setup, I tried, and it did not work well. The setup I'm showing you on the screen right now, by far the best selection. Okay, so like and subscribe, folks. I love you a long time. Try to do something non-meta. No more meta. I don't want to see any more Mulans. I'm running Mulan. Okay, start making your other marches some weird shit. Let's do some anti-meta. Like and subscribe. Randy, out.